So, this is Percy, who has decided to take over my chair. I promised to bring a cat. He brought himself. He's not actually helping anything. He just thinks that he owns everything. This is my chair, not yours. Hi, I'm Sherry with Renew Your Faith with Sherry. I'm back. You got to meet Percy. Sorry I had to turn off the camera while I wrestled him out of the chair. Because once he stakes claim, he doesn't want to leave. So welcome back. He wants out now. Okay. So today I want to talk about goal setting. First, you need to know what your goals are, which isn't always easy. I mean, you may know where you want to go. You don't know how to flatten it out from this big ball. So, let's start with the easiest. And as I promised, I will give you some tips on how to set goals and accomplish things when living with ADHD or helping a loved one with ADHD start moving forward and accomplishing those things that they want to accomplish as well. So, do you have an idea in mind where you want to go in your life? Because you've said, I'm not taking it like this anymore. And you're ready. You're absolutely ready to start doing the work. The best way to get started is to break down the things that you need to do into small steps. Right now, you might be looking at it and you're saying, I want to be the program manager over my whole department. That's what I want. Okay, let's take a look at what you have to do to get there. Where are you now? What steps do you have to take? Do you even know? Research what it would take for you to get to where you want. If your end goal is to be the head of your whole department, because that's your dream, that's where you think you need to be. Look at where you are now and what's required to get there. Do you need a bachelor's degree? Do you need a master's degree? Do you have a master's degree? Do you need to do at least a couple of more years? Step up into a different position? What's required for that position? I want you to just focus on this first step. If where you want to go requires you to step into another position first, then focus on what you need to do to get to that position. Watch for those openings. Is there someone above you? Are they getting ready to retire? Are you ready to step into that position? Think about that first step that's going to get you to the next step. If you need more skills, what can you do to get those skills? You still know what you want. But if you start thinking about, okay, I'm not going to be able to get that position for at least 3 more years, oh, I might as well quit. That's too long. Too long is relative. And if you keep thinking that way, you won't even make the steps to get to the first rung on that ladder. So it's there. It's back there. File it in end goal. But focus on that first thing. Right now, that's your goal. Sometimes it's a long game. You can't automatically get there. I know we all want immediate satisfaction, but that's not always how it's going to work. This is what we do as life coaches. We help you figure out your 1-month plan, your 3-month plan, your 1-year plan, your 3-year plan, and how to get there so that you're not stalling yourself out before you've even begun. Now, as promised, a few tips on how to get things done when you're living with ADHD or you want to help somebody with ADHD. How do you get them to focus on something or keep them from only focusing on one thing? They think differently. They're wired differently. They look at the world differently. There's nothing wrong with them. We just need to acquire the skills to understand their world. So, you can even do this for yourself. Write down the things that need to be accomplished in a day. Just start with a day. Let's not overwhelm everything with like what needs to be accomplished in a week or what needs to be accomplished in a month. Start with a day. You want to be able to accomplish cleaning your living room, writing your blog post, taking your dog for a walk, doing the dishes, and putting clothes in the laundry. how do you get all of those things accomplished? Because more likely than not, you're going to get focused on the blog post because that's the most interesting thing. So set timers. Give yourself 30 minutes on the blog post. And then you have to move to a different activity. Keep yourself moving. And if you're doing this with someone who's younger, make it a game. Okay, every time that the alarm goes off, you're going to come to me, you're going to pick a number, and we're going to find out what's on the chart that corresponds to that number. And you need to spend 20 minutes doing that, like cleaning up their room or helping you load the dishes or taking the dog for a walk. Whatever you have on the list. And then they get to have a snack. And always make sure that you have more numbers that match up to playtime, snack time, whatever it is, computer time. The things that they enjoy, because then they start looking forward to coming back to it. They'll do all of these other things because they know they get to come back to something that they like. And eventually, you start to develop this routine in their lives and in your life. And it's not going to take much out of you if you're helping somebody else with ADHD to do this. So these are basic tips on looking at what you have in front of you, breaking it into small pieces, finding that routine that works for you when you are living with or helping somebody with ADHD. As well, if you're not, maybe that'll work for you as well. Just to keep you moving, just to keep things flowing. And remember to break down those pieces into smaller pieces. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Hope you join me again soon. I've had a lot of fun talking to you today. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.